They lost them here in Montgomery. So at the hands of the city police.
Yes, please do.
I just wanted to say, um, I sat at home for about an hour this morning, or however long I watched the video, and I seen y'all down here with the bullhorns, and I figured one more bullhorn wouldn't hurt. It would help the cause. As Kimberly said just a little while ago, my partner Stephen, we were together almost 8 years.
Can I get your
His
shirt?
life ended right at the road on North Ripley Street in the Montgomery City Jail.
And your son was killed where?
Even though it wasn't a facility of
Correctional
the Alabama
Facility,
Department of
October the
Corrections,
10th,
I guarantee you that
2020.
the conditions and the treatment,
And have you got any
especially
justice
of
for him? Are they
LGBTQ,
investigating it?
is
I don't know.
so I'm here today to stand
Ain't
with my
nobody talk to me
family
or tell me anything.
as we
I can't
protest
even.
against
I
this
tried to get
entity
that
here
Alabama
behind us,
crime
the Alabama
bill
Department of
fund
Corrections.
they give away.
Mhm.
They won't even send the
And I'd
paperwork
just
to the
like to
place.
say to whoever's in
There's so
there
many
listening
of
right
us
now
here. When this starts
that we're
wrapping up, I'm gonna
tired
talk to some of the other
of our relatives
organizations, see if we can all team up and try to
making
help you,
conditions don't
because you
suitable
definitely
for
need
race.
answers.
Yeah, I thought
It's a
they just
disgrace
don't know how hard it
when
is.
32 units came
That
up
was my
with the
baby.
will,
Right.
That
but
was
only
too.
2 inmates
I
are
don't even have
released.
grandkids
All the while, we
for
hear
him.
about prison crowding, prison violence,
It's hard, man.
I can't
and
even
how
imagine.
Alabama
Let me
prisons
get you a
seem to
water.
change.
You
Thank
want a
you.
Sprite or
Yet
anything?
2 out of
Why?
30
Okay.
Thank
inmates
you.
are the only ones to get released. I don't know about you, but I see something wrong with that problem there.
Yes.
They don't have a problem with the whole crowd. It just looks good when they speak of it. They don't really have a problem with it. It looks good when they speak of it.
We're tired of our relatives being kept in conditions that are worse than most cats and dogs, that are worse than the conditions that most cats and dogs are kept in humane societies all around this country. We're tired of hearing about our loved ones dying. We're tired of hearing about you doing nothing about it. I'm not above myself coming down here every day and standing out here with my bullhorn that you can hear 3 or 4 blocks. If you don't believe I'm not above it, then I suggest you call Mayor Stephen Reed or anybody here in the city of Montgomery, any official at the Montgomery Police Department, because I've done just that with them for the last 3 years when they allowed my husband to die in their torture chamber up on North Ripley Street.
Rick.
I would like to say to Commissioner Dunn that I'm not above coming out here every day and getting on my bullhorn because I've got plenty of batteries. I'm not above coming out here and putting more gray hairs on top of your every day of the week, my friend. And whoever's got a camera on me right now, I would just like to say, Kay Ivy, if you're watching this, honey, when your lawyer or one of your assistants gets through exploiting minors, I suggest you have them break out a calendar and get a Sharpie and number your days, honey. Because when the next election rolls around, you are out. We're going to see to it that you sent to the home. And when you get there, we're going to make sure they give you a pudding cup and a rocking chair, honey. All right? Because we're tired of your incompetency, too.
Also about the heat. That they would lock us up if we let our dog in the heat that they leave the humans in the
Yeah,
prison.
ain't that something? You can go to jail in this country for leaving a dog in a hot car, but ain't nothing done when inmates having to live in 100, 105 degrees temperature in your old dilapidated old buildings that you have. All the while, Kay Ivy is going to talk about building new prisons. Kay, listen to me, hon, okay? If you don't do something now about the prisons you have already, then the new stuff you're trying to build, it's going to be just as rundown and raggedy as the stuff you have already, hon. All right?
Can I use your thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you do me a favor? Here. Oh, no. You say what you want to say.
Here's a guy in the organization. I don't want to say his name, but he was facing life. He's out. He ain't supposed to be here. That's how God works. Anyway, our goal is to get these people out of jail, right? That's really our goal, right?
Yes.
We know we have an issue with this, but our real goal is to get these people free, right?
Yes.
They done paid their debt to society.
Yes.
Right?
Rehabilitation, not death.
Right. Well, anyway, it's a guy in my organization. He's facing 65 years. He shot a gun, it hit someone, but it wasn't meant to be. But anyway, they still gave him all this time, life, and all that or whatever. And obviously, God gave him a second chance because the family finally realized, I'm sorry, we forgive you right now. He kept getting turned down from the parole board. So the family really came forward and said that we apologize. They let the man out. And he ain't even supposed to be here. So what I'm saying is, it can happen. You get me? It can happen, y'all. Miracles do happen. So that's why I want to ask everybody go to, people come home to their love. So that's why I want to get involved in this, to get people out of jail, so we ain't got to address these fools because they don't care. They live in conditions. Our goal is to get all these loved ones out of
But it's not just that, Gerald. It's not just the ones that are in jail. They've got to do something about the education system because that's the root of it. That's where it started.
That's the pipe. It's the education.
They are grooming our children to go to prison.
Yeah. Because if they haven't learned by third grade, they're behind the curve before sixth grade, and they can drop out of school at 17, which is usually somewhere around between the third and sixth grade. If they haven't got it, then they're already groomed for prison because they can't get jobs. So that's the reason why the prisons are built on the third grade education. I know I'm very educated. I learned this stuff because I work with the education system. I work a lot with my children. I've learned the prison system and the legal system. I've learned a whole lot in my lifetime to be my age. So.
And that's so important. People want to be Hello, hi, I'm Ashley. How are you? Do you work for them?
Oh, no. Our village household, the state needs more than new prison. I mean, that's a waste of taxpayer
They
money.
need rehabilitation.
Exactly.
They need programming and
Well, this is the thing.
They need to educate our children so that they're not going to prison, and the COVID money shouldn't be spent on new prison.
And it also starts to be with the judicial system. Because a lot of people are tired of the judicial system listening to these public defenders, or I call them penitentiary deliverers.
That's what they are.
They'll tell you to plea bargain out to a crime, when in fact, if you plead not guilty, you can get it overturned and get a pardon and go on with your life. But once you get
when you sign a plea agreement, you're also signing that you were given effective counsel. So therefore, you can never go back and say you weren't getting that you didn't have it.
Exactly.
Then they always
That's
tell
right,
you,
Brooke.
well, you have a promise and anything. Well,
Can I get in the picture?
I didn't want to be rude because I know she's talking to y'all. Can y'all be these short people in the front, right? Let me get this. Oh, you just taking. All right. Would you give me one?
Sorry, we're doing pictures.
Short.
Thank you.
Pretty much.
What do you do? You drive trucks?
Call me later on this evening, okay?
So can I say something? Or no, can I use that?
Oh, yeah.
Nikki, I was gonna talk about Bernard. Do you want to do it? They're all talking to him. I don't want to be rude.
I'm good. Out of here.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Thank
Were
you
leaving
so
today
much
too?
for coming.
Were you leaving today too?
No, we're actually gonna spend the night.
Okay. Okay.
Will you take a picture of me and him?
I wish I could go somewhere and spend the night.
Well, this is live. Will you take it on your phone and then send it to me? Well, I ain't got no hands.
Look, I got the pistol. I'm just joking. Cool.
Thank you. Be safe going home.
Okay.
And I'll get you when you got the tag. You should get a room with us. Anybody close to here? Demita is 30 minutes away. Demita. Yeah, she's 30 minutes away. She's coming from Atlanta. She said there was a bad wreck in Atlanta. Hey, be careful, Gerald. Be careful. It'll probably be clear by the time you get there, but there's a bad wreck in Atlanta. That's why Demita's late. Okay. Okay. He's getting ready to leave, so if you're wanting to do it. Okay.
Gerald,
Gerald, can you hold on? She's wanting to get a picture real quick.
No, your video stay there.
No, they go away. I've had that happen.
For real? You got to swear this video.
You said this is your husband?
Yeah, Stephen Matthew Sears.
And that was in the Montgomery County Jail?
Montgomery City Jail.
Or Montgomery City Jail. I'm so sorry for your loss. Did you get justice?
Not yet. I've arrested several times over the last 3 years in order to get justice. And I won't stop until there's no breath in my lungs.
That's what we have to do.
That's how long it'll go on.
Gerald and who else?
Coco. Coco's Nation for Change.
Okay, so I wanted to get
You know what? Your outfit inspired me. I hope they do a trunk or treat up here at the city jail this year because I'm going to show up dressed as a
You
inmate.
know him, right? He's from Black Lives Matter.
right. That's why I said I wanted to get one with all the group leaders so that we can post a picture with all the organizations leaders.
This is also what I'm talking about. There are so many organizations out here, and I just wanted to acknowledge all of them because the way we've all came together in solidarity. What was your name again, sir? This is Travis Jackson from Black Lives Matter.
Both Montgomery as well as
This is Gerald.
President of the National Trunk or Treat. I was invited down here on dressed as family incarcerated, physical abusers, mentally and physically. Justice for his family. For information for New Order, call us at 1-800-346-5138. Visit our website at www.nonhro.org. I don't give out cell numbers no more. That's to that.
I know, I feel that.
Cookie Garner from the Concerned Citizens of Alabama. And we have a talk show on 94.1 on the second and fourth Mondays from 12 to 1 on the BKD. It's called Television News. We welcome all calls from anybody, including the inmates. We love you very much. And what we want to do is change health care in the prisons. We want to change living conditions in the prisons. We want to change everything as far as prison circumstances. If y'all can, please reach out to us. We also are connected on all of the inmate advocate groups. So when you see something that says concerned citizens, it's me too.
Thank you, Cookie. Coco. Coco, tell them who you are and where you're from.
Sandra Beach because me and my daughter developed some programs for the ones that are incarcerated. Just because you get locked up doesn't mean you're not mommy and daddy anymore. We're here standing united with other organizations as brothers and sisters because we have a heart and compassion. We want to change for our brothers and sisters behind those bars. There's no reason why our loved ones, after they got sentenced, to be able to be beat down, killed, murdered, abused, neglected. That's their job to protect our loved ones, and then we want to hold them accountable for their actions because what they're doing is wrong. If they can continue to turn a blind eye, we're going to continue to show our ass until we get the help and we get the resources that we need in order to get our loved ones safe. They're responsible for us. They're responsible for my kid, for my daughter. They're responsible for my brother. They're responsible, but then they're also responsible for the deaths that's happening right within their facilities. They're responsible. The blood's on their hands. We need someone to stand up. We voted these people in. Vote them the fuck out. Because we're the only reason. We're the only hope that they got.
Thank you, Coco. We also have Nikki from the Arm Queen team. I'm not sure where Nikki just went off to. Where she went? Got to disappeared.
You say anything?
Huh?
You want to say anything? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like it's just messed up. I feel like it's really messed up that our government officials, while they're in a cool AC office, we got innocent lives in prisons that are in these prisons.
Hold on, say that again because they think everyone in there is guilty.
Oh, okay.
They're innocent. Some of them are innocent.
Yeah, they are innocent. So while our government officials are in their cool AC offices, chilling and all that, they can adjust their thermostats. But our innocent prisoners, they can't adjust their thermostat. They are state property. And like I said it once that I will live on this hill. The prison system is slavery. That's what it is.
Because of the 13th Amendment.
Yeah, because of the 13th Amendment. We not only say all ACAB, all cops are bastards. We say AP, all prisons are bastards. They need to be shut down. This is what we talk about when we say abolish, not only the police, but we need to abolish the system as a whole. We need to tear it down. We need to rebuild it back up. The problem with prisons are now there are no social workers. There needs to be therapists in these prisons to help calm the prisoners' mindset because it starts with the mind. And the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but they are wasting their minds because our government officials have not wasted their minds.
But do you know how many intelligent, brilliant people are incarcerated that literally will study the law and get their self out over these lawyers who went to college for it, who says they can't help them. But yet the government and people like Commissioner Dunn says they're unfit for society. But yet they're smart enough to go up against the judicial system.
That's why we say we need to abolish the government, and the government needs to be shut down as well. And when it comes to these, when it comes to election years, we need to not only vote them out, we need to not come up with a strategy that year to vote them out. We need to come up with a strategy outside of those election years to vote them out. We need to prepare.
We need to prepare people to run against them.
Yeah.
Because if we have somebody who's just as corrupt as they are, we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah. And like I said, like Malcolm X said, we're not outnumbered, we are out organized. And until we get organized, which it starts with the people. It doesn't start with the people inside the prisons. It starts with the people in these streets. Then we're going to just continue to have the same unhealthy results.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shut it down.
I completely agree with you. Nikki, I was going through all the organizations, showing all the ones that have came, and you disappeared on me.
And Gerald disappeared. He left because I wanted to get a picture with Oliver.
Now tell us why you out here, Nikki. Come on, because you helped organize this. Tell us why you out here, what you fighting for. Let us see the back of you. It says ADOC, Alabama Department of Corruption.
I just want to say one more thing. I'd just like to say one more thing. That these inmates that are incarcerated in the Alabama prison system and county jails and jails all over the state of Alabama, they deserve the rights and respect that people like this man served in the military for them to be able to have, and not to be treated like dirt and like animals, like the Alabama Department of Corrections chooses to treat these inmates. I'd just like to say to all of y'all inspired me when I was watching that video earlier. Y'all marched that stack of letters in there to them folks. And I'll tell you how you inspired me because I've seen the chairs in there. And I would like to say to the Alabama Department of Corrections, I would like to give y'all a preview of the months and weeks and days ahead, because I'm not above coming in there in that office and sitting in one of those blue chairs so someone comes out and talks to me. And if the end of the day comes and nobody comes out and talks to me, guess what? There's always tomorrow. I'll be down here to sit in the blue chair
And peace.
tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that until somebody brings their sorry self out of that office and finally speaks to one of us. This has gone far enough. This ain't North Korea. This ain't Iraq. This ain't Afghanistan. This is the United States of America. All right? And these people deserve the rights and respect once again that people like this man right here who served in the military has fought for. And I'm done with my preaching now, y'all.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racism! No peace! Police. Commissioner Judd, if you do not know, we are still right here. We still want to speak to you. Stop being a coward and come in and talk to us, or at least return our phone calls. You are accountable for all of the people that are incarcerated within Alabama.
And die.
Their blood is on your hands. It is time for you to answer to it. Justice for the Lord.
We know you've got a secretary that's got
Justice for Canada. Justice for David. Justice for David. Who else we got?
Edwin, her
Edwin.
son.
Justice for Edwin. Justice for Tyrell. Justice for Tyrell. This is what we have. This is sit behind. No justice. No peace. No more racist police. No justice. No peace. No racist police. No justice. No peace. No racist. No justice. No racist. It is 11:43.
Just don't forget about him. Remember the one that was executed? He was an innocent man a few years back.
Yes.
Nathaniel Woods. Justice for Nathaniel. Justice for Nathaniel. Justice for Nathaniel.
Sorry, I'm from Mississippi, so that's why I need help with some of the names.
Oh, I'm Carlo.
No, I'm talking about when I was saying justice for him. That's why. I was saying I need-
You live in Mississippi right now?
Yeah.
You drove yesterday?
Yes, honey, we sure did. From the fact I had to pick her up and then get here about 5 hours.
Let me tell you, girl, this man on this shirt right here, he'd have loved them braids.
Oh, for real? I love him
Because he was one hell of a hairstylist. He'd have loved them braids. Just for the hairstyle. He used to sit here, he used to sit at the house, right? He'd have both of his hands up in his hair right.
You okay?
All of a sudden, he'd say,
What's
"Come
wrong?
over here and look out."
Honey, I have lupus, and this is probably gonna knock me out for a couple days.
If I see-
The sun kills me. That's why I appreciated that cold water so much, because I had already drunk mine. Huh? Coco, did you forget about the? Okay, guys, I will go live again here in a few minutes. I want to put my phone down.